to the classical concept as well as another one concept. Which was that? Yeah, we studied the definition of reduction and oxidation according to the classical concept as well as electronic concept. So after that, along with that, we have studied about the oxidation number and as well as the definition of a redox reaction according to the electronic concept. So before moving to the today's class, tell me how we are going to define the redox reaction according to the electronic concept. Redox reaction na heng define ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ electronic concept ಪ್ರಕಾರ. Yeah, gain of electron. Okay, redox reaction means the reaction which involves simultaneously oxidation as well as reduction. So ಯಾವ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ರಿಡಾಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಎವ್ರಿ ರಿಡಾಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ can be split into two reactions which is known as prati redox reaction na? Yeah, so every redox reaction can be split into two reactions which are known as half reactions. So which are those half reactions? Yeah, oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction. So if we get the overall reaction by taking an oxidation and reduction reaction, we get a redox reaction. For example, if I write an equation here, okay, what is this? Lithium combining with oxygen to form lithium oxide. Clear? So lithium oxide it is. Now in this equation, tell me where is an oxidation half reaction and where is an reduction half reaction? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಹಾಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತದ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತದ? What is the charge present on this lithium? Yeah, 0. Oxygen 0. Lithium in a compound +1. Oxygen in a compound -2. Clear? Now the lithium which was 0, it has changed to lithium +1. Means whether there is a loss of electron or gain of electron. Yeah, loss of electron. How many electrons are being lost here? Each single lithium will loses 1 electron. As there are 4 lithium, they loses 4 electrons. So as there is loss of electrons, such reaction is known as oxidation reaction. Clear? Loss of electron agadandra adana oxidation reaction ante. Now here, oxygen which was 0, now it has changed to -2. Means there is a gain of electrons. Yeah. So a single oxygen can gain how many electrons? 2 electrons. As there are 2 oxygen, they will gain 4 electrons. So the gain of electrons is again known as reduction. Clear? And if both oxidation and reduction are occurring in an same equation, means they are occurring simultaneously, we name it as redox reaction. Yeah, now this redox reaction can be split into 2 sets where one is an oxidation half reaction and the other is a reduction half reaction. So first tell me which is an oxidation half reaction. Last class ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು. ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಹಾಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೆಸಿ ನಾನು. Yeah, it is lithium which forms Li plus how many lithiums are there? 4 lithium. Clear? So now how many electrons it has lost? 4 electrons. Clear? Similarly, reduction half reaction. Yeah, oxygen, that is O2, it has gained, yeah, 4 electrons to 4. 2, sorry, Yeah, 2 O minus 2. Clear? Because there are 2 oxygens here. So hence this is an oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction. If we take the overall reaction, so what we get? Overall reaction ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ? Yeah, sorry. Lithium plus oxygen which gives lithium oxide. ಅಂದ್ರೆ oxidation half reaction ಮತ್ತು reduction half reaction ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು add ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ finally ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದ? Redox reaction ಬರ್ತದೆ. Clear? So this was about the half reactions which we have studied in the last class itself. Now we are moving to the next concept, that is an oxidation number, where we defined the oxidation number in the last class. What is an oxidation number? Yeah, the actual charge present on the atom after gaining or losing the electron is known as an oxidation number, where there are certain rules to determine the there are certain rules to determine the oxidation number. Clear? So out of that, which was our first rule? All the elements in their elemental form under ground state world, in their elemental form, have oxidation number 0. Clear? For example, if I write it as sodium in its elemental state, oxygen elemental state is O2 because it exists in diatomic state, nitrogen N2, chlorine Cl2, clear? Phosphorus it is P4 tetraatomic state. So in their elemental state always they have 0 oxidation number. Clear? So after that, which was our second rule? In a monoatomic ion, in a monoatomic ion, the charge on the ion is its oxidation, is its oxidation number. Monoatomic andra single atom mele charge ittandra, that is monoatomic ion. If it is a monoatomic ion, the charge which is present on that ion is its oxidation number. For example, we give here, if I write it as Mg plus 2, a monoatomic ion, single atom mele charge adu. So what is the oxidation number of this magnesium? Plus 2. If it is aluminium, plus 3, oxide, minus 2, nitride, minus 3, etc. Means the monoatomic ions charges itself represents the oxidation number. So plus 2, plus 3, minus 2 and minus 3 are the respective oxidation number of these ions. Next, which was our third rule? All the alkali metals in their compounds exhibit plus 1 oxidation number. Means if the alkali metals are present in their compounds, alkali metal ಏನಾರ compound ಒಳಗೆ present ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ, then those alkali metals they always exhibit, means they show plus 1 oxidation number. Which are the elements present in an group 1 that is known as an alkali metals? It is an lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, iron. It is a francium. So all these elements they exhibit plus 1 oxidation number. Next, which was the fourth rule? All the alkaline earth metals. Yeah, all the alkaline metals shows +2 oxidation number in their compounds. So again, if the alkaline earth metals are present in their compounds, alkaline earth metals ಏನಾರ compounds present ಇದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು? +2 ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. Now tell me the elements which are present in an alkaline earth metals. Yeah, it is beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, yeah, barium and radium. Clear? All these elements, they show +2 oxidation number. Next, fifth rule. Yeah, oxygen in its compound exhibits, yeah, -2 oxidation number. Oxygen other compounds shows -2 oxidation number except in peroxides and superoxides. Bare ella compounds olgada -2 irtade, but when it comes to the peroxide and superoxides, its oxidation number changes. Where it is? Yeah, where it is -1 for the peroxide and yeah, -1/2 for the superoxide. Peroxide and compound ittandra -1 irtade, superoxide and compound ittandra -1/2 irtade. Okay, after the oxygen it was in hydrogen. Hydrogen in all its compound, yeah, in all its compound it is +1, it is +1, yeah, but in metal hydrides, yeah, -1. So other metal hydrides in a compare madidre. So but in an metal hydrides the hydrogen shows -1 oxidation number. Clear? So sixth is hydrogen in all its compound it is +1, but when it comes to the metal hydrides, hydrogen shows -1. Oxygen in all the compounds it is -2, but when it comes to the peroxide and superoxide it is -1 and -1/2. That is a fractional oxidation. Next one, yeah, halogens exhibits -1 oxidation number in their compounds. Again, if the halogens are present in the compounds, they exhibit -1 oxidation number. For example, it is fluoride, chloride, bromide and iodide, where all these halides they exhibit -1 oxidation state. Next, in a binary compound means when two atoms are being combined together, hence we get a binary compound over there. If it is a binary compound and particularly a non-metal is combining with a non-metal, binary compound ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು? ಮೆಟಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೂಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮೆಟಲ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೂಡ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಇದೇನು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬರೆಯತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗದ? non-metal has combined with another non-metal. So in such a case, when it is a binary compound where it is formed with the combination of non-metal and non-metal, the more electronegative element is given negative charge. Why? I will give you an example. Why? Less electronegative element is given positive charge. Now see here. Now this is a binary compound is obtained by a combining of non-metal and non-metal. Now tell me, metal has a high tendency to, nan in general question ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, metal has a high tendency to gain or lose the electron. Yeah, they have a high tendency to lose a electron. When they can lose a electron, they exhibit positive charge on them. Electron loss ಆಗತ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ positive charge ಬರ್ತದೆ. Positive charge ಬರತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ whether it is an electropositive element or electronegative element. Yeah, it is an electropositive element. Clear? This is about the metal. Now, non-metals have a high tendency to gain a electron. ಈಗ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ? electronegative element. Clear? We are considering it as an electronegative element. Now as you know, in a binary compound, here a non-metal is combining with another non-metal. ಎರಡು non-metal combine ಆಗತ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೇನು? No, a compound is formed when a positive ion combines with a negative ion. But here both are non-metals, where non-metals have a high tendency to gain electrons. In such a case, always the non-metal which is more electronegative, ಎರಡು non-metal ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನೀವೇನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಇರುವಂತ non-metal ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅದ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಕೊಡುದು? Negative charge ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. And the one which is less electronegative is given a positive charge. Now the tendency to gain a electron, it depends upon ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅದ? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್? ಯಾವ ಪೀರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್? it depends upon the atomic size. Smaller the atomic size ಸಣ್ಣದಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಹೈ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ಮಾಲರ್ ದಿ ಅಟಮಿಕ್ ಸೈಜ್, ಮೋರ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ electronegativity. But larger the atomic size, lesser will be the electronegativity. Now if I write here a compound, now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ. ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್, ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್. ಎರಡು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ ClF. So now in this, to which element you will give a negative charge? ಈಗ ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ಸ್ -1 ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಐತಂತಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಮೇಲೇನು -1, ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಮೇಲೇನು -1 ಹಾಕಕ್ ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಒಂದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು, ಟು ವಿಚ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅ negative charge. It depends upon the element is whether more electronegative or less electronegative. Out of chlorine and fluorine, which is more electronegative? It is an fluorine. So chlorine and fluorine, they belongs to the same group, that is an halogens, group 17 of an P block, where they are arranged from top to bottom. First it is an fluorine, next chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. These are the elements. So now as you know, top to bottom, what happens to the atomic size? Increases. Top to bottom atomic size increase akonta hogtade because electron enters into the different main energy shell. So out of fluorine and chlorine, which is having smallest atomic size? Fluorine is having, means fluorine has a high tendency to gain a electron. Now tell me, out of chlorine and fluorine, which is more electronegative? Fluorine is more electronegative. When fluorine is more electronegative, you will give -1 charge to the fluorine. Then the another element, that is in chlorine, it must exhibit positive charge. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅದ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಎರಡು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಮೆಟಲ್ ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದನ್ನ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಬಹಳ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ now we are moving to the next point here, next rule. So our next rule is the sum of the oxidation number of all the atoms or elements is equal to the 0 in a neutral molecule. See here, the sum of the oxidation number of all the atoms is equal to the 0 in a neutral molecule. First you tell me what is a neutral molecule? Neutral molecule. Yeah, without any charge on it. ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಂತೂ ಕರಿಬಹುದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ if I take it as H2O or carbon dioxide, whether these are neutral molecules, ನಾ H2O ಮತ್ತು CO2 ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾ ಅದನ್ನ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅನ್ಬೋದೇನು? Yeah, because they doesn't carry any charge on them. But if I write it like this, is it a neutral molecule? No, it has a charge on it, means it is an ion over there. ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ನಾ ಅದನ್ನ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀನಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಂತೀನಿ. So if it is a neutral molecule, the sum of the oxidation number of all the elements, ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗ ಆ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ನ ನೀವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಅದು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಇರಬೇಕು? ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0. Now for example I will show you here, if it is I will about this. For this I am giving you an example, 9th one. If it is a carbon dioxide, CO2. Now tell me, using all these rule, you know the oxidation number of which element in this? ಈ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಿರುವಂತ ಈ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಒಳಗಿರುವಂತ ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದ? ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಈಸ್ -2, ಇದು ಒಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. Now you are determining the oxidation number of an carbon here. So the one which has to be determined is taken as an X. ಅದನ್ನ X ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇವ್ನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ, you have to take out the sum of that. So you have to add here plus carbon and next ಏನದ oxygen. Oxygen has -2 charge on it. How many oxygen molecules are there? 2 molecules are there. So -2 into 2 it is. Now it should be equal to, it should be equal to 0 because it is a neutral molecule. In a neutral molecule, the sum of the oxidation number of all the atoms must be equal to the 0. Now see here again it is X -4 equal to 0, where X is equal to +4, means what is the oxidation number of carbon here? Yeah, the carbons, the oxidation number of carbon in carbon dioxide is +4. ತಿಳಿತೀನಿ ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 9th ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಯಾವತ್ತು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು? 0 ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ದಿ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾಯಿಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ oxidation number of all the atoms must be equal to the 0 for a neutral molecule. So if you have understood this CO2, then tell me what is the oxidation number of carbon in oxygen? What it is? Yeah. Which 2? Whether it is plus or -2? +2. Is it audible? Okay, then calculate the oxidation number for a carbon in carbon monoxide. So you know only oxygen, where oxygen is -2. So you will take the carbon as an X, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನ X ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀರಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಾರ್ದ unknown element, plus oxygen is -2 equal to 0 as it is a compound. Now X -2 equal to 0. So where X is equal to +2. So the oxidation number of carbon in carbon monoxide is +2. ತಿಳಿತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? Okay, then we are moving to the last one, that is our 10th rule. So our 10th rule states that in a polyatomic ion, the sum of the oxidation number of all the elements is equal to the charge on the ion. See here, 10th point ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 10th ರೂಲ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪಾಲಿಯಾಟಮಿಕ್ ಅಯಾನ್. ಪಾಲಿಯಾಟಮಿಕ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಒಂದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ ಮತ್ತು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ನನಗೆ ಪಾಲಿಯಾಟಮಿಕ್ ಅಯಾನ್? ಈಗ see here, so this is a polyatomic ion. Can I consider this as a polyatomic ion? ಇದನ್ನ polyatomic ion ಅನ್ಬೋದೇನು ನಾನು? No. What is that? It is a monoatomic ion. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಆಟಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು monoatomic ion. ಅದೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾರ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಪಾಲಿಯಾಟಮಿಕ್ ಅಯಾನ್. ಈಗ ಏನಾರ ಪಾಲಿಯಾಟಮಿಕ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಗೇನ್ ದಿ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಎದ್ರದ್ದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಅದರದ್ದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ನ ನಾವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಅಂತ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ದಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅಯಾನ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಈ ಅಯಾನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಐತೆ? -2 ಅದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ದಿ -2 ಹಿಯರ್. See here, I will give you an example for this. If it is a carbonate ion, CO3 -2. Now again it is a polyatomic ion. So ಇದ್ರ ಒಳಗ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ರದ್ದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಗೊತ್ತದ? ಓನ್ಲಿ oxygen. So you know the oxidation number of an oxygen. So you are going to find out the oxidation number of a carbon. So I will take the carbon as an X plus what is the oxidation number of oxygen? Yeah, -2. How many oxygens are there? 3. -2 into 3 equal to, why it is 0? Is it a compound? No, it is a polyatomic ion. If it is ion, it is equal to the charge on the ion itself. ಈ ಅಯಾನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ? -2. ಈ -2 ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಇದಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಹೋಲ್ ಪಾಲಿಯಾಟಮಿಕ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. So it is equal to the -2. Okay, next. So what is the oxidation number of a carbon here? It is +4. Okay, ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿದಿತ್ತಂದ್ರ in this polyatomic ion I need the oxidation number of sulfur. Next ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣಂತ. But now in order to get that you have got the 10th rule. Yeah, very good. It is +6. So you have taken sulfur as an X. Sulfur na X ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡಿವಿ. Oxygen ಇದೆ ಎಷ್ಟದ? -2 and there are 4 molecules into 4 equal to the charge present on the ion. It is -2 itself. So it is again X -8 equal to -2. Hence you get here X is equal to +6. Clear? So the sulfur exhibits +6 charge on. Do you have got all the 10 rules here? Or 10 rules ತಿಳಿದಾವೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? Okay, then we are going to apply this rule in order to determine the oxidation number of many compounds as well as polyatomic ions here. So here now the next is Calculate the oxidation number or identify the oxidation number. ಏನಿರಬೇಕು? Calculate the oxidation number of calculate the oxidation number of an underlined element. ಯಾವ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದರದ್ದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಇಟ್. So I need the oxidation number of the sulfur in all these following compound as well as ions. First one, yeah, it is +4. Very good. Sulfur is X here. Okay, oxygen is always -2 into 2, which is equal to, yeah, it is equal to 0 because as it is a neutral molecule. So here X is equal to +4. So sulfur's oxidation number in an sulfur dioxide is +4. SO3, sulfur trioxide, yeah, +6. Very good. X plus -2 into 3 equal to 0. X minus 6 equal to 0. So sulfur's oxidation number in an sulfur trioxide is +6. Next, sulfuric acid H2SO4. Oxygen in all its compound, it is -2. What about the hydrogen in all its compound? 16. +1. Yeah, then what will be the oxidation number? +8. No, wrong it is. Yeah, +6 it is. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀತಾರಂದ್ರ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಶೋಸ್ +1 oxidation state. So hydrogen is +1. How many hydrogen molecules are there? 2. So +1 into 2 it is plus sulfur, you don't know, it is an unknown element, X plus oxygen is -2 in its compound. So here it is -2 into 4 equal to 0 as it is a neutral molecule. So it is 2 plus X minus 6 equal to 0. Yeah, sorry. Hence, sulfur's oxidation number in an sulfuric acid is +6 over there. Next, sulfite and sulfate. This one, yeah, it is +4. X plus -2 into 3 equal to 0. Yeah, it is equal to -2 because as it is a polyatomic ion, it should be equal to the charge present on the ion itself. So X minus 6 equal to -2. So again X is equal to +4. What about this? Yeah, +6. X plus -2 into 4 equal to -2. So it is plus 6. ತಿಳಿತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ how to get the oxidation number? Okay, wait. Now next, again you should know you should get the oxidation number of these elements now. This is potassium permanganate, KMnO4 andre. This is potassium manganate. So get the oxidation number, you try it. So what is the oxidation number of Mn in first, that is in potassium permanganate? Plus 7, very good. What is the oxidation number of potassium in its compound? Yeah, plus 1, because it is an alkali metal. So we are taking potassium as in plus 1 plus Mn, which is an unknown element. X oxygen is minus 2 into 4 equal to 0. Okay. Next, potassium manganate. What it is? Yeah, very good. Plus 6 it is. Potassium ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಲ್ಕಲಿ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 ಅದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 into 2 potassium plus MnX oxygen minus 2 into 4 equal to 0 as it is a compound again. 2 plus X minus 8 equal to 0. So 8 minus 2 it is plus 6. Next is MnO4 minus, permanganate ion it is, MnO4 minus, plus plus 8 is in wrong, yeah it is plus 7. Now see here, you are taking Mn as an X, plus what about oxygen? Yeah, minus 2, there are 4 molecules, so it is minus 2 into 4 equal to, in very yeah, equal to minus 1 it is, X minus 8 equal to minus 1. So 8 minus 1 it will be, so X is equal to plus 7. Next is manganese oxide and manganese dioxide. Yeah, in a ninth one, that is manganese oxide, X plus minus 2 equal to 0. So you are getting X is equal to plus 2. Again manganese dioxide is easier. Yeah, very good, it is plus 4. X plus minus 2 into 2 it is equal to 0. So plus 4. Now try this. Potassium dichromate, where you have to get the oxidation number of chromium in this compound. Yeah, plus 12. It is for 2 chromium ions. Correct madidi. 24 is the wrong. Plus 12 is correct, but as there are 2 chromium, ನೀವು ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿದಿರೋದು 2 chromium ಗೆ ನಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದು ಬರೀ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ chromium ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ 6 ಇರ್ತದೆ. Yeah, very good. See here, potassium is plus 1. There are 2 potassium, so it is into 2 plus. There are 2 chromium, so we are taking it as 2x. 2 chromium ಇದಾವೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 2x ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇವೆ. Oxygen is minus 2 into 7. It is equal to 0 again. Now it is 2 plus 2x minus 14 equal to 0, where 2x is equal to 12, where x is equal to 12 by 2, which is plus 6. So a single chromium, one chromium ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು oxidation number ಇರ್ತದ plus 6 ಇರ್ತದ. Potassium chromate, check it once again, plus 3 ಅಂತೂ ಅಲ್ಲದ. Plus 6. Plus 1 into 2. Clear? ಇದು chromium ಬರೀ ಒಂದೇ ಅದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ x ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. Oxygen minus 2 into 4 equal to 0. 2 plus x minus 8 equal to 0, so x is equal to plus 6. Okay. Next ಹಾಕಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, chromic oxide. Plus 3. So you have taken it as 2x plus minus 2 into 3 equal to 0. 2x minus 6 equal to 0, where x is equal to 6 by 2, it is equal to plus 3. Chromate ion. Chromate ion CrO4 minus 2. Yeah, again it is plus 6 here. X plus minus 2 into 4 equal to minus 2. Clear? So now you got how to calculate the oxidation number of an unknown element. Okay. So I will drop it here. Now we are moving to the next one. So before that, if you have got how to get the or identify the oxidation number of an other elements, means an unknown element, then tell me the oxidation number of phosphor in this. Yeah, what it is? Plus 5. Okay. Now see here, phosphorus is X, oxygen is again minus 2 into 4 equal to minus 3, x minus 8 equal to minus 3, so x is equal to plus 1. Very good. Clear? Then what about this? What is the oxidation number of iron here? Because you know the oxidation number of halogen. Yeah, minus 1 into 3 equal to 0. So x is equal to plus 3. ClF3. What it is? ಎರಡು ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಅದ್ರಾಗ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಅದ, ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ರೂಲ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ combines with a non metal. Then you have to consider which is a more electronegative element here. Which is more electronegative? Fluorine. If fluorine is more electronegative, as you know, halogens they exhibit what charge on them? -1. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದ -1 ಅದು. ಈಗ ಇದು ಲೆಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಐತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ನೀವು ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯಾ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 3 ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಈಸ್ -1 ಇಂಟು 3 equal to 0. X is equal to plus 3. ತಿಳಿತೀನಿ ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ಓಕೆ, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಐಡಿಯಾ. ಓಕೆ, now in this these are intra halogen compounds. ಎರಡು ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ, ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರಾ ಹ್ಯಾಲೋಜನ್ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಹೋಗಿ ಈಗ ನಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವ್? ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ಫ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಐತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಎದ್ರದ್ದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. ಈಗ Br ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್, ಯಾ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್? +5. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. X plus -1 into 5 equal to 0. So here the oxidation number of bromine is +5. Clear? Complete ಆಯ್ತಾ?